Hello and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. This past weekend we had the Formula One Series kicking off their 2022 season in the Grand Prix of Bahrain. Now before we begin, let's take a look at the description of the Bahrain track. You can take a closer look by pausing the video if you want. It's a pretty oddly shaped track. It's a very long front straightaway, and turn one's a tricky turn because they three wide, but it funnels down into just two and one wide. Now, the race was 57 laps, pretty uneventful. There was no caution on the first lap when the Haas number 47 of Mick Schumacher spun around after some contact with the 18 Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. Stroll was actually then given a 5-second time penalty. They went the rest of the race pretty uneventful, but in the latter parts of this race, there was a full course caution for the AlphaTauri number 10, Pierre Gasly. He actually his car caught on fire in the tail end of the car, and he had to stop it on track. And then lastly, there was no caution when the 11, Sergio Perez, on the last lap and turn number 1, his engine cut off and he spun around and stopped it on track. And then actually a few laps before this, his teammate, the 1, Max Verstappen, he was in second place for most of the race. His engine also cut off with a few laps left in the race. So both Red Bulls with some fuel pump issues is what it ended up being. And the checkered flags in this race went to the 16 Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Second place on the podium was his Ferrari teammate, the 55 of Carlos Sainz, and Lewis Hamilton in the 44 of Mercedes rounded out the podium in third. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us next weekend when the F1 Series races in the Grand Prix of Saudi Arabia.